God says, I will leave you if you don't watch this now. You will be hospitalized in the next 2 days. You will receive huge money into your bank account if you listen now. But if you skip this, you won't receive the money. Open this immediately before tonight, 11:59 p.m. Don't skip. My child, don't move your eyes away from these words. This is not a mistake, and this is not a random time. People have been trying to stay strong in silence while danger has been moving around them. That's why I'm speaking directly into their lives. No one understands how tired you are, how stressed you are, and how afraid you hide from other people. If you pay close attention until the end, I will protect your life and change something that was meant to hurt you into something that will deeply bless you. I'm warning you before the pain comes, and I'm opening a door that can still change what is coming toward your house in the next few hours. If you walk by faith, type 1111. You've been under too much stress for too long, and even when you didn't say anything, your spirit was crying out for help. I know how many nights you stayed up wondering how you were going to make it through another week when your life was so uncertain. If anyone saw how much pain you were in, you sucked up those tears and wiped them off your face. In light of this, I am calling you right now because heaven has not forgotten about you or your pain. There's a reason why this warning sounds so strong and why you want to keep listening. The enemy has been trying to hurt your health by making you feel stressed, scared, and tired, so that your body will be weak and your peace will be broken. This is being shown to you now because I still want mercy for your life. I do not want you to be stuck in pain while I help you get better, feel safe, and be restored. Do something good by liking this video if it moves you. Someone else may need this warning before it gets dark where they live. You've been praying for money to get better, but inside you're wondering if help will ever come. I heard every desperate prayer you said in your room, where no one else could hear you. I saw the bills that weren't paid, the worry that filled the air, and the times when your hands shook because you didn't know how things would turn out. Here I am telling you that I have already begun to bring resources, chances, and unexpected good luck into your life. The money that is coming won't just show up. I've started conversations behind closed doors and touched hearts you didn't think would notice you. After a long silence, someone is about to remember your name. A chance that was put off is about to come back with more value because I am giving you back what fear tried to take away. You thought your time of growth was over, but I'm telling you that heaven has already set you up for the next step in your breakthrough. Do not ignore how important this moment is, my child, just because your spirit understood these words before your mind did. Your body has been feeling heavy lately, and you've been feeling tired in a way that you can't fully explain. Pay close attention and slow down, because being smart is part of the protection I'm trying to give you. While acting like everything was fine, you have been pushing yourself past what is healthy. I want you to get closer to me again, because being away from me has left your heart open to fear and confusion. You stopped paying attention because of the pain, disappointment, and mean people around you. However, you were slowly taking your attention away from my voice and toward the sound of worry. I'm calling you back before your fear gets worse and more deeply hurts your peace. There are people around you who smile, but secretly don't believe in your future. They think your life will never get better because they see how hard things are for you. They don't believe your prayers because they can't see what's going on in heaven, but I'm about to surprise those who didn't realize how powerful your life is. The next season will not be like the one you just got through. Little by little, I'm making a change that will take the pressure off your shoulders. You will start to get money in ways you didn't expect. I'm getting rid of the spiritual weight that has been on you for too long, so your home will start to feel lighter. Things that seemed impossible at first will slowly start to come together for you. Tonight, I need you to really understand something, my child. The warning isn't meant to scare you, but to wake you up before something bad happens. I'm warning you about danger now, because my love is still around you, even when you're feeling weak. Without a reason, this kind of warning wouldn't be sent to someone, but you are very important to me. These days you felt alone because many people stopped checking on you when your problems got too big to talk about in public. Some people only stayed with you when it looked like things were going well in your life. When the tough times came, they were gone, leaving you feeling forgotten. But I stayed with you every night, even when you thought everyone had left you. To agree, type yes. I know you got tired of fighting battles that never seemed to end. I know that you got down after praying for answers that seemed to take a long time to come. But even during those times, I kept you safe from dangers you couldn't see. There were times when things could have gone much worse, but my hand stopped them before they could hurt you. Their goal was for your fear to grow stronger than your faith. Because of this, you've been having a lot of negative thoughts. The stress was meant to make you think that bad things were going to happen, and that your future was already ruined. But I'm not going to tell you that lie tonight, because your story is not going to end in disaster. What if you didn't have to work hard to get rich? The right words. This forgotten prayer is now helping regular people get out of debt and become financially free. Researchers say that each of these 9 words opens up a brain area that is deep in charge of abundance. It works in just a few weeks for people who use it at home. It was never meant to be public, and the government could pull the secret at any time now that it is. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. Pay close attention. This is important for your future. The money blessing that is coming your way is linked to your obedience, wisdom, and renewed faith. I'm not telling you to live in fear. I want you to stay spiritually awake so that you can see the doors I'm opening for you. I still have plans to protect your future, heal your body, and give you back the peace that has been taken from your heart for too long. That's why I brought you here. You've been under a lot of pressure in ways that are hard to explain to other people. Some days your body is tired before the day even starts, and some nights your mind won't shut off. Your strength has been slowly being taken away by the stress of your money problems. Even though you tried to stay positive, you were scared about what the next day might bring. I saw all of your hidden fears, even when no one else did. I could feel the weight on your shoulders. There are times when you smile around other people while fighting silently inside your chest. It became normal for you to act like everything was fine because you didn't want other people to see how tired you really were. I never told you to hide your weakness from me, though. I want you to be honest with me because you can start to heal when you stop carrying everything by yourself. The enemy wanted to hurt your health by making you feel scared and hopeless. Your life was full of stress that was meant to slowly wear you down until you felt defeated. But I'm stopping that plan before it gets stronger all the way through. I am warning you now because I want to fix your life instead of ruining it. Sincere prayers have been asked to explain why things got so hard after all the ones you said. You didn't understand why doors wouldn't open after being faithful for so long. There were nights when you were so sad that you almost gave up hope that anything good would ever happen again. But heaven was still working quietly behind the scenes, even when things were bad. Type 777 to get good luck. I need you to understand, my child, that being late is not the same as being abandoned. A lot of things had to be moved out of the way for the blessing to reach you safely. There were people close to you who were jealous and angry, and if they stayed too close to you, it would hurt your future. I let some people go because not everyone in your life deserved to be a part of the next phase. You cried when you lost certain people because you thought they would always be there for you. You started to doubt yourself and wondered if you were the cause of the sudden changes. But some exits were really defenses that were hidden. I took away the hands that secretly wanted you to fail while getting ready to put trustworthy people in your future. The money that is coming into your life will have a reason for being there. This isn't just about comfort or short-term relief. I'm working on resources that will help you breathe again after being under so much financial stress. I am ready to help you become more stable because you have spent too much time worrying about how to stay alive. An unexpected financial chance linked to your past is coming back to you. Something that you thought would never happen is getting ready to open again. At first, you might not know what to do because being turned down in the past has taught you to expect it. But this time will be different because I am planning what will happen instead of letting fear control what is happening. Also, you need to be very careful about your health over the next few days. Watch what your body is telling you and stop ignoring the signs that you're getting tired. It's not weak to take a break or be kind to yourself. I carefully made your body, and I don't want you to hurt yourself by trying to carry your burdens by yourself. Some people depend on how strong you are, but no one really knows how much you have emotionally given up. Even though your own heart was getting heavier every week, you kept helping other people. I saw you give hope to others, even though you knew you needed it yourself. Tonight, I want you to know that I'm finally giving you strength again. Recently, hospitals and sickness have been making you afraid because darkness wants you to freak out instead of trusting me. Fear will not rule your life, though, as long as you listen to my voice. I can still change what happens and steer dangerous situations in a different direction. When your faith stays alive in your spirit, nothing is impossible for me. You are about to enter a time when being wise will be very important. Not every voice around you is wise, and not every thought should have a place in your heart. Some people are negative because they haven't had hope in themselves for a long time. What I promised you in your spirit should not become stronger than their fear. I know it got old for you to keep looking for signs that things would get better. Every time you thought things would get better, something else came up and made you feel even worse. Still, through all of the hard times, I kept you from falling apart completely. Your current state is stable because my hand wouldn't let you fall apart completely. If you believe in Jesus, type 1212. There are good things coming your way right now, my child, even though you can't see them yet. People are talking about things that will soon have a good effect on your future. Someone who knows about opportunities is about to see how valuable you are in a way you didn't expect. Things that seemed to be taking too long are now moving quickly because the season of being stuck is over. Your enemy tried to make you believe that nothing would ever change in your life. Every time you got a bill or felt let down, that lie got stronger. Some mornings were hard because you felt hopeless before the day even started. But tonight, I'm going to break that heavy vibe of defeat out of your life. Heaven has not forgotten about you. Your prayers did not go away in the ether. Everyone knew that I saw every tear you shed in private. There were times when you begged for strength because you thought you were too weak to handle everything by yourself. The big step forward in your life won't go the way you thought it would. I often go in ways that aren't planned, so that fear can't take credit for things that are only my power to do. What other people think is impossible is still very possible for me. I can fix what was broken and give you what seemed impossible. So what does neuroscientists mean when they call this a wealth trigger? Because this 9-word password is already being used by 19,547 people. And things are changing quickly in their lives. Unexpected deposits, debts forgiven, and a whole new way of life. Scientists say it uses a brain system that is 130 million years old and controls money and plenty. It has already changed a lot of people's lives in just a few weeks. You're lucky to be seeing this. The page could go away at any time. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. You also feel bad about mistakes you made in the past, and they keep coming back to haunt you. When you think about past mistakes, you might feel like you ruined your future for good, but my mercy is stronger than your past. I'm not holding your worst moments against you, because I know you are trying hard to get better. Forgive yourself for the times when you were having emotional problems. Forgive yourself for the times when you let fear take over your confidence. No matter how hard things get, you are still learning, healing, and getting stronger. I never expected you to be perfect because I know how weak you are as a person. Someone else from your past feels bad about how they treated you. They might never say it out loud, but they now see how valuable you are after being cut off from your presence. They caused you a lot of emotional pain that still makes you doubt your own abilities today. I'm slowly healing those hidden wounds, though, so that old heartbreak won't hurt your new relationships. Do not let short-term fear kill your long-term hope, my child. There are hard times, but they don't last forever. Your current problems don't have the power to decide your whole future. I still have blessings, healing, restoration, and joy that you didn't expect planned for you. That this warning weighs heavily on your spirit is because your soul knows how serious things have been in your life lately. You have been trying to push through exhaustion for too long without taking a break. Stress has slowly changed how you feel, how well you sleep, and even how strong you are physically. I'm telling you this now because I love you too much to keep quiet as danger gets closer. Recently, there have been times when your body felt weaker than usual. You told yourself it wasn't important, though. You kept telling people that you would rest later, after you finished one more task or solved one more problem. But your body can only do so much, and your spirit has been begging for peace. I want you to know that slowing down is not a sign of failure, because being still can help with healing. You've also been afraid about money because your home has been plagued by uncertainty for a long time. Every time you thought things were getting better, another cost came up and ruined your peace. Trying to get through one hard time after another left you emotionally worn out. Still, even though those days were hard, I was working on something bigger than what you could see now. A big financial break is coming your way in ways you didn't expect. After a long break, someone with a lot of power is about to think about you again. Because I already talked about your future, a late payment, missed chance, or unexpected offer is about to come back. When my favor starts to move through your life, what other people said was impossible will still be possible. If you believe in God, type 222. Stop telling me that your future is hopeless, my child. Your words have power, and your fear has made you know bad things will happen before they do. You were so used to being let down that hope started to feel like it could hurt your heart. But I didn't make you to live your life always expecting bad things to happen. Because confidence is linked to being able to walk into the future I planned for you. The enemy has been trying to break it down. Fear makes it harder to move, and hopelessness keeps people stuck in places they want to leave behind. That's why darkness worked so hard to make you think things would never get better. But I'm breaking those chains tonight because I believe in your future. You are not alone just because hard times have come. Even hearts that are faithful go through painful valleys before they can be restored. I saw every time you were by yourself and wondered if anyone really cared about your pain. I was there through every tear that didn't make a sound and every tired prayer that you barely said. You will need to be wise in the days to come. Please pay attention to what's going on around you and stop ignoring the signs your body has been sending you. Stop taking on responsibilities that were never meant to be yours alone. This will help lower some of your stress. When everyone depends on your strength, you can't keep giving up your peace without also taking care of your heart. Some people close to you drain your energy without meaning to, because they always bring bad things into your life. Your spirit feels heavier, and your peace goes away after talking to them. You should be more careful about your emotional health, because not every conversation has the right to get to your heart. Some people carry confusion with them and bring it with them everywhere they go. You have been trying to save everyone too much while ignoring your own needs. Because you were kind, people put their problems on you without thinking about your emotional limits. I saw how often you stayed available for people who didn't show up when you needed help yourself. Even though you've been let down, your heart is still soft, and heaven has noticed how kind you are. Also, my child, the wounds in your heart are starting to heal. The betrayal you went through in the past still changes how you trust people now. Even though you act like they don't hurt you anymore, some words and memories keep playing over and over in your head. But I'm slowly getting rid of the poison that those painful experiences left behind. You didn't deserve all the mean things people said about you. Some people put their own brokenness on your life because they were trying to get rid of the darkness inside themselves. The things they did made you doubt your worth and your future. But tonight I want to remind you that the opinions of hurt people have never told you how valuable you are. To claim miracles, type 1010. The money that is coming into your life will help you in more ways than one. I am teaching you how to be an encouraging person for people who are quietly struggling, just like you did. People will remember how hard things looked for you in the past, which will give your testimony power. They will see how things that seemed impossible changed after you almost gave up hope. Remember not to give up if things don't change right away. Some blessings come in stages because too much of a good thing can hurt a person spiritually and emotionally. In order to give you more responsibility, I need to make you more stable first. The process may seem slow at times, but it's actually keeping your future safe. People's financial lives are being changed quietly by a 9-word password that got out. It has already helped more than 19,000 people get money, freedom, and peace. People use it every day from their couches and say it has helped them make real money. Scientists say it works much better than other methods because it activates deep brain pathways connected to money. Elites used to keep this secret, but now it's getting out too quickly. The government could wipe out this secret at any time. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. You've also been stressed out because of something happening with a close friend or family member. They don't fully understand how much you care, but you pray for them a lot. Their problems added to the emotional weight you carried in silence. But I'm also working on their case, even when it doesn't look like progress is being made. Tonight, my child, I want you to let go of the fear that keeps telling you bad things will happen. You don't realize how tired your body is from fear. Every day, your anxious thoughts drained your energy and took away your peace. But peace can come back when you stop letting fear decide what will happen in the future. Their goal was to make you scared so that you wouldn't be able to think straight and would move away from my voice. Fear always tries to make things confusing because hearts that are confused find it hard to hear clearly. Because of this, you need to calm down enough to know when I am leading you to healing, wisdom, or protection. It's not that I want to destroy you. I want to bring you awareness and healing. There are open doors in front of you that you can't see yet. In the background, plans are already being made for new conversations, unexpected chances, and unexpected favors. Those days when you felt like you were stuck are slowly breaking up. Things in your life that seemed to be stuck will start to move again. You've been through things that should have made you lose all confidence. A lot of people would have given up after going through the emotional stress you did. Even though your heart hurt, you kept getting up every morning and trying again. You weren't just suddenly strong. I kept giving you courage every time you felt like giving up. Also, my child, I want you to forgive yourself for not trusting my timing. Pain made you impatient because it can feel like it will never end when you're in it. After waiting so long for things to change, you wondered if your prayers still made a difference. But heaven never ignored your voice, even when it was quiet. Your spirit has been heavy for a long time because of the stress over your money, health, and future. Still, even though you don't know what tomorrow will bring, I am still standing next to you and watching over your life. You have been fighting in silence because you didn't want to bother other people. Each time someone asked if you were okay, you carefully gave an answer while hiding how tired you really were. But I heard every sound of a cry that was never said. I saw every lonely night when fear tried to make you think that there was nothing good in store for you anymore. The warning you got is not meant to make you freak out. I'm speaking loudly because I need your attention before your stress and emotional exhaustion hurt you even more. You have put off taking care of your emotional wounds for too long while acting like you could handle everything and nothing. But strong people get weak when they carry too much pain without getting enough rest or healing. There are signs in your body that something needs to change. You're not as strong as you think you are because of the sleepless nights, racing thoughts, and heavy emotions. I do not want you to pass out from stress while you are trying to solve problems without giving yourself time to relax. I want you to be wise, rest, and trust me tonight, because I still have bigger plans for your future. There were times not long ago when fear filled your heart louder than faith. When you thought about your bank account, your responsibilities, and your lack of certainty, you asked yourself in private how much longer you could keep living this way. You gave up because it seemed like every answer was taking too long. But, my child, what seems to be taking too long has actually been moving along for a bigger reason that you can't fully understand yet. If you believe, type Amen. Right now you don't see how close you are to change. A change in the economy has already started in the background, though the full effects can't be seen yet. I've been thinking about conversations, events, and chances that have to do with your future. Before, some doors stayed shut because the time wasn't right for you, but the season is starting to change now. A person with access to resources is about to notice your work value or name in a strange way. You thought an opportunity was gone for good, but it's about to come back, but this time it will be different. Even though being turned down hurt a lot, it wasn't the end of your story. I gave you some time to wait because I wanted to keep you from going down paths that would have caused you more pain in the long run. Dear child, I know that you sometimes doubt your own worth because you've been let down so many times. Your confidence slowly dropped as you dealt with failure, betrayal, and financial stress. You started to say bad things about your future because you were sick of waiting for good things to happen that never did. But tonight, I want you to stop agreeing with people who say you have no hope because your future is still safe. The enemy wanted you to be emotionally worn out because people who are tired stop believing in possibilities. Fear kept attacking your mind to make you believe that your prayers didn't work. But your prayers were always heard. There were nights when your words felt weak and broken, but they still got to heaven. I heard you crying while everyone else was asleep. I saw you sitting by yourself, thinking about how you were going to get through another tough month. I saw times when your heart was so heavy that it was hard to even smile. Still, every painful night, my hand kept keeping you safe from harm, and you never even knew it. There are also hidden blessings that come with following God's will during this hard time. You were kind to people around you, even though you were having a hard time emotionally. Even though you were in pain, you still tried to encourage other people. Heaven saw the goodness that stayed in your heart, even though many things tried to make it hard. To be sure, type 11. How did the wealthy get so much money so easily? The public now knows a simple 9-word password. A lot of people use it every day and see money come into their lives like never before. Scientists say it turns on an old brain system that is directly linked to having a lot of things. Life-changing, backed by Harvard and tested in the lab. Many people have already been able to get out of debt in just a few weeks. This breakthrough is under a lot of stress, though, and it could end at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. My child, not everyone knows about the spiritual battle you are going through. Some people only see the problems you're having on the outside, not the stress that's destroying your peace on the inside. The enemy went after your mind because your future has meaning and could one day help many others. Darkness hoped that giving up would stop you before you got to the season that was waiting for you. You've also been sad about some losses that are still affecting your heart in a quiet way. You think about some memories a lot because you still don't understand why certain things happened the way they did. You put a lot of trust in some people, but when things got tough, they let you down or left you. Scars from those wounds still affect how you see yourself today, but I am slowly making those broken places whole again. I'm teaching you that the fact that someone betrayed you doesn't make you less valuable. The fact that they didn't like something about you doesn't change the purpose I gave your life. Even after everything that tried to make you doubt yourself, you are still picked, loved, and safe. Do not let short-term pain make you think that your future is hopeless. When things are hard, it can feel like the pain will never end. Still, a lot of things can change quickly when my favor starts to move strongly through a situation. One conversation, one chance, or one sudden breakthrough can completely change the way your life goes. The money blessing that's coming your way will help you in more ways than one. It will give you back the pride, confidence, and peace that constant stress has taken away. You've been stuck for too long in a state of stress and doubt. I'm getting ready to remind you that even when things get hard, I still provide for those who trust me. During this time of year, you should also take care of your mental health. Stop letting every negative voice hit you open and wide. Some people project their own fears onto your future because they have long since given up on their own possibilities. Their lack of hope is not your fate. The emotions of the people around you tend to soak into you, which has left your spirit feeling drained many times. You tried to help everyone while ignoring your own healing, but I never asked you to carry the weight. That was meant to be mine alone. Don't stress yourself out by trying to fix everything. My child, even though you've been through a lot of bad lately, there is still beauty ahead of you. The hard time you went through did not ruin your future for good. In fact, many of the lessons you've learned during this hard time are getting you ready for the good things that are coming your way. You are becoming stronger through things you thought would break you before. You're not weak just because you got tired. You are human, and hearts get tired when they're under a lot of stress. Still, every time you were about to give up, I gave you just enough strength to keep going the next day. I was right next to you the whole time, so that quiet strength wasn't a coincidence. What comes next in your life won't be like the hard part that came before it. Step by step, the damage is being fixed. Stability in the economy is getting closer and closer. Both your heart and body are starting to heal. As you keep getting closer to my voice, the peace you thought you had lost forever will slowly come back. There are times when you don't feel emotionally connected to the people around you. You sit quietly while other people talk, but deep down you feel tired and far away. Because it got too hard to explain your pain, you learned how to hide your problems behind silence. I can read your mind and feel everything you're feeling without you having to say a word. The warning you got was never meant to make you feel bad or guilty. I'm calling you quickly because I want you to be spiritually awake before stress makes your peace even worse. It's been a long time since someone hurt your feelings, and your body has been carrying the stress of that in silence. I don't want you to pass out while fighting battles that were never meant to kill you. There are bad habits in your life that you need to change this season. You keep putting off rest because you want to solve all of your problems right away. It's more important to you that other people are happy and healthy than your own. But, my child, hearts that are strong can become weak over time if they don't give themselves time to heal. You've also been pointing the finger at yourself for things that weren't really your fault. The enemy wants you to feel guilty more than blessed, so they keep playing old mistakes over and over in your mind. But I'm not telling you to stay stuck in shame forever. I want you to get better, get wiser, and get healed. To agree, type yes. Tonight I need you to understand something very important, my child. It wasn't always punishment when a door was shut. You missed out on some chances because they would have caused you more pain in the long run. At that time, all you could see was rejection. But heaven could see danger that you couldn't see yet. You cried over broken relationships because you thought the other person would always be there for you. You started to doubt your worth after seeing some people suddenly leave your life. But some separations had to happen because not everyone should have been able to see the future I planned for you. Behind their smiles, I got rid of people who were jealous, manipulative, or trying to do harm. You will need to be more wise during the coming season. Stop ignoring what your spirit is telling you when something or someone is bad for your peace. I gave you wisdom to keep you safe, but fear and loneliness made you miss warning signs sometimes. Tonight, I'm making it easier for you to see what you need to let go of and what you should keep. You've also been under a lot of stress about money, to the point where it was hard for you to sleep some nights. Bills, duties, and doubt have been following you around in your mind all the time. You were emotionally drained from always trying to stay alive while acting like everything was fine. Even so, even when things were hard, I was quietly paving the way for better times ahead. Why are over 19,547 people getting rich all of a sudden? Because they started using a weird 9-word password that was found while studying the brain. People use it from their couches and report, getting money in their accounts without expecting it, getting rid of debts, and improving their lives. Scientists say it turns on a part of your brain that controls abundance that is 150 million years old. This password was used secretly by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. It was backed by Harvard, tested in the lab, and changed people's lives. Then it spreads quickly and could be taken down at any time. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. A sudden door in the world of money is about to open. Your life is getting closer to something that has to do with delayed favor, overdue recognition, or unexpected support. You might not fully understand how it will work yet, but trust me that I have already begun setting up the details behind the scenes. The breakthrough that is coming your way won't happen just because people work hard. My favor is also involved. Some people also thought less of you because they only saw how hard things are for you right now. It was thought that your life would always be hard for them. Some people judged your situation behind your back while acting like they supported you in public. I'm going to remind them that I still lift people up, even when they are weak and hurt. Type 777 to get good luck, my child. I care a lot about your health. I don't want you to ignore warning signs just because you're used to keeping your pain to yourself. You might not realize how much stress affects your body, and being emotionally worn out can make you weaker over time. This is why I'm calling you to rest, get wise, and take better care of yourself this season. Everyone around you has seen how hard you've worked to prove how strong you are. Even though your heart was quietly hurting, you kept being there for other people. But many of those same people never noticed how emotionally worn out you were. I saw every time you gave more than you had left in you. You have wounds in your heart that are hidden because of betrayal and disappointment. People who hurt you after you loved, trusted, and loyal them will always hurt you in some memories. Because of what they did, you are afraid to trust others again, but I am slowly healing those wounds so they can't affect your future relationships. Let not anger grow in your heart, because anger takes away peace from the person who has it. I know how hard it is to forgive someone who has hurt you deeply. Getting rid of anger doesn't mean ignoring the pain, though. It means not letting hurts from the past ruin your whole future. The enemy wanted you to feel hopeless as your pain got worse. Darkness hoped that your disappointment would make you realize that your future was ruined for good. But your story doesn't end in defeat. I still have plans for you that go far beyond the pain you're feeling right now. As the season changes, things that have been hidden will start to come to light. It will become easier to see the truth about some people, situations, and chances. The confusion that was making it hard for you to make decisions will slowly go away. I am getting rid of lies in your life so that you can move on with more peace and wisdom. My child, I know there were times when you almost gave up praying because you were too tired to keep going. There were nights when your heart hurt so much that you couldn't even speak. Still, even those quiet times were like heaven for me because I knew every feeling behind your tears. I never turned away from you because you were weak. The blessing that is coming your way is more than just money. Little by little, peace is also coming back to your mind. Your thoughts aren't being controlled by the constant fear that something bad will happen. You'll be able to breathe easier again because your spirit is slowly getting hope again. There is also a start of healing in your confidence. Too long, you saw yourself through the lens of failing, being turned down, and struggling. You forgot that getting through hard times already showed how strong you are. Many people would have given up after going through what you went through emotionally, but you kept going even though your heart was breaking. You don't realize how much that quiet endurance meant to me. Heaven saw every time you kept going even though you were scared, sad, or tired and wanted to give up. Your spirit was getting stronger during those hard nights, but you didn't know it. Please don't give up, my child, if progress seems slow at times. Most of the time, healing takes time. Sometimes getting your finances back on track doesn't happen all at once, but in steps. Every little bit of progress, though, shows that the hard time in your life is starting to pass. You can still look forward to joy, peace, stability, and blessings you didn't expect. The problems you're having now are only temporary. They're not the end of your story. There are times when the path feels uncertain, but I am still leading you. Have faith that I am leading you to healing instead of harm. Life has been under a lot of pressure on you for longer than most people think. That being said, I'm talking to you tonight because I don't want fear to keep running your mind while I help you heal and get better. You've been hiding your emotional pain because you're used to getting by without help. Every time things got hard, you learned to hide how hard things were instead of asking for help. People saw how strong you were, but they never saw the tears, the fear, or the silent prayers that went on behind closed doors. Still, I stayed close to you, even when you felt like you were all by yourself. The health warning is linked to the stress and emotional weariness that have been following you for too long. You kept putting off taking care of your own needs while taking on more and more work each week. You kept moving forward even though your body and mind were begging to rest. But, my child, Having faith also means being wise, and I want you to take care of yourself instead of acting like nothing is wrong. There are fears in your heart that have to do with sickness, loss, and not knowing what will happen. Some of your fears came from seeing painful things happen to other people. Others grew from living under constant stress about money and their emotions. Your enemy used your fears to slowly break your peace and make you think of the worst things that could happen. But I want to remind you tonight that fear is not your master. Darkness wants you to be emotionally paralyzed because people who are scared tend to lose hope. Even though you've been through a lot lately, I am still holding your future safe. I didn't bring you this far just to leave you during a tough time. If you believe in Jesus, type 1212. Can 9 easy words really make a difference in your money? It has already helped more than 19,000 people get out of debt and start living a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. When brain experts found out that this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction, they were shocked. A lot of people do it every day, and money just pours into their lives. For some, the results are so powerful that they feel like gifts from God. But this big step forward is already being harmed by the law and could be taken away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. My child, I know that sometimes you feel angry because good things take a long time to come while problems come up quickly. While you watched other people move forward, your life felt stuck in doubt. You wondered sometimes if your prayers still had any power at all. Of course, heaven has been quietly working in your life, even when you couldn't see any progress. The big financial break that's coming your way will come in ways you didn't expect. A connection, conversation, or chance that didn't seem important at first will soon be more valuable than you thought. I've already started working out details behind your back that will help you in the long run. What seems to be taking too long is actually being carefully put together for the right time. You've also spent too much time listening to voices that made you feel bad about your own self-worth. Some people were negative about your future because they could only see how hard things are for you right now. Others didn't believe you could get better because they only saw short-term problems in your life. But they can't see what God has planned for them after this painful chapter. The enemy wanted you to feel ashamed of who you are, so that you would stop believing in your future altogether. Darkness kept reminding you of past mistakes, failed relationships, and hard times. But your past doesn't matter more than my mercy. Even though pain tried to destroy it, I can still fix it. You also have emotional wounds that you don't talk about very often. Some betrayals hurt so badly that they made you guard a part of your heart. You started to expect disappointment because too many people let you down when you were weak. Even though you've been through a lot of bad things, your heart is still kind, and that kindness means a lot to me. Please don't let anger harden your heart, my child. I understand how hard it is to forgive when your heart is still hurting. Keeping anger inside for too long, on the other hand, makes the painful moments last longer. There should be no more pain in your future because I want peace to return to your spirit. If you believe in God, type 222. The next part of your life will be different from the last part. The stress of your money problems will slowly start to go away. Doors that used to stay shut will start opening by themselves. Individuals who previously didn't see your worth will now see the power, wisdom, and toughness you possess. A lot of people around you haven't even noticed that you've been through emotional battles. There were times when you woke up already tired because your mind had been fighting fear all night. You kept trying to move forward one day at a time, though, despite everything. It wasn't weakness to be strong, because I was quietly supporting you through every painful moment. People around you also secretly admire how strong you are when things get tough. They saw how you dealt with tough situations without giving up completely. Even though it seems like no one is paying attention to you, your determination has already motivated someone more than you know. One day you'll understand how your ability to stay alive helped another heart that was struggling. Also, my child, you need to stop blaming yourself for everything bad that has happened to you. You could never fully control some situations. Some people hurt you because they were already broken before they met you. The fact that they couldn't love you right didn't mean you weren't worthy of love. You have not been forgotten just because things got hard. Even though you're emotionally worn out, I still see a purpose in you. The calling, blessing, and future that were planned for your life did not go away because of your problems. In fact, some of your deepest pain has been making you wiser and more compassionate. There are good things coming your way in the future that will only come when you're emotionally mature. That's one reason why this season has taught you to be strong, patient, and wise. There were some doors that stayed shut because opening them too soon would have hurt you instead of helping you. Now, though, the season is slowly changing. The rise in your income will not only change your situation, but it will also give you back the confidence that fear slowly took away. You got used to living with lack, disappointment, and not knowing what would happen next. But I'm getting ready to remind you that your future still has plenty of good things in it. Also, you've been worried about your family, even though no one really understands how heavy that makes you feel. You worried about them too because of their problems. You often prayed quietly for them while you tried to keep your emotions in check. But I'm also keeping an eye on them. And I haven't forgotten about the prayers for your family. My child, tonight is the start of healing in your mind. Your mind is slowly losing its grip on the constant fear of bad things happening. You've been worn out by fear for too long. I want peace to take the place of the worry that has been following you around lately. You can trust me, even if you don't know everything about what will happen. There are times when fear grows because you keep trying to control things that only God can fully see. But I'm already standing ahead of you in the future, making plans for paths you can't see yet. What you think is uncertain, I already know for sure. There will be times when things are hard in your life again. Your home will feel joyful again. Your body will feel better after rest. Step by step, financial help will start to come in. And the peace that you thought was gone for good will slowly start to return to your heart. You've been waiting too long for bad things to happen because problems kept coming up one after the other. Every time you thought you could finally rest, something else would come along and take it away. Over time, your heart learned to expect disappointment instead of hope. But tonight, I want you to stop planning your future around fear, because I still have good things planned for your life. What if you didn't have to work hard to get rich? The right words. This forgotten prayer is now helping regular people get out of debt and become financially free. Researchers say that each of these 9 words opens up a brain area that is deep in charge of abundance. It works in just a few weeks for people who use it at home. It was never meant for everyone. The government could pull this secret at any time, now that it's out in the open. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. The enemy wanted you to be so tired that you stopped believing that things could change. Darkness hoped that the stress of money problems, emotional pain, and physical pain would slowly break your trust in yourself. That's why your thoughts have been stronger lately. Now, though, I'm speaking up because your life is still safe with me, even though you are going through some uncertainty. There are things going on in your future that you don't fully understand yet. Even though it seems like nothing is moving, doors are quietly opening. There are already talks going on behind closed doors about opportunities. What you thought would never happen is getting ready to happen again, because I remember the prayers you cried out in tears. As a child, I know that you often feel bad about getting bored or tired. After everything you've been through, you tell yourself you should have more faith. However, having faith does not mean hiding pain. After being under a lot of stress for too long without any relief, even faithful hearts get tired. You were so focused on staying alive that you forgot how important it is to heal yourself. While you kept helping other people, you ignored the growing tiredness inside you. I saw you give hope to others while you were secretly in need of it yourself. But even though you were weak, your kindness lived on, and heaven saw every small sacrifice you made. To claim miracles, type 1010. There is also beginning to heal in your emotional wounds tonight. Now that you've been hurt, some memories still hurt because of how you see people now. Even though you loved and trusted deeply, you felt abandoned when you needed help the most. Those painful experiences made you afraid that you would be let down again. But, my child, not everyone who comes into your life will want to hurt you like the people who hurt you before. You will be able to tell who really belongs in your life when I teach you discernment. Some people broke up with you because they couldn't follow you into the next season. I planned ahead for you. What felt like pain at the time was actually protection at work in the background. Another thing that makes you sad is the chance you missed in the past. Sometimes you still wonder what your life would be like if some doors had opened in a different way. But some losses kept you from pain in the future that you couldn't see yet. Trust that I can still change your future, even if you've been let down. The big step forward in your finances that will help you live is linked to more than just survival. After a long time of emotional stress and uncertainty, I'm getting stability ready for you. You stayed up too late worrying about bills, duties, and whether you had enough money to keep going. But I'm going to show you a way that will slowly take the weight off your shoulders. Soon, someone important to your future will see how valuable you are in a way that will shock you. Things you thought you had forgotten are about to come back to you. There is a chance for growth, healing, or an unexpected favor that is slowly making its way toward your life. Things have already been planned in heaven that you couldn't see before, so the timing will seem sudden. My child, you should also be careful about your health this time of year. You don't fully understand how much emotional stress has changed your body. Fear, exhaustion, and thinking too much slowly drained your energy, but you kept acting like everything was still under control. You should pay attention to your body instead of ignoring what it's been telling you all the time. There are times when you don't feel anything because your spirit is carrying too much pain at once. You stopped telling people how you really felt because you didn't want to be a bother. But I never told you to suffer in silence and not tell me about your pain. When emotional hiding is replaced with honesty, healing can start. If you believe, type Amen. The enemy wanted you to be alone because being alone makes fear stronger. Darkness hoped that being alone would make you feel like no one was paying attention to your problems anymore. But even when other people couldn't understand your pain, I stayed by your side every night when things got hard. Even when you were feeling the worst, you were never left alone. It's also been hard for you lately to think positively about the future. Some mornings, you felt hopeless before the day even began. Fear kept telling you that things would never get better and that your best times were over. But those thoughts were never sent to help you find the truth. There are still good things in your future that haven't shown up yet. Peace is still a part of your story. Your body and mind are still where healing should happen. It is still possible to get financial relief after the long period of hardship you went through. Stop judging your future based only on what's happening now, my child. When things are bad, it can seem like things will never get better, but I can quickly change things when the time is right. Something out of the blue can start to change everything faster than fear thought possible. I have also not ignored prayers that have to do with your family. I know how much you love the people you care about. Their pain made your own pain heavier in your heart. But while you were worrying about them behind closed doors, I was already keeping an eye on things that were out of your control. Over time, you've started taking on responsibilities that were never really yours. You try to keep everyone safe while ignoring your own peace. You can't keep living, though, my child, if you keep emotionally sacrificing yourself for everyone else. I want you to let go of the weight that only heaven could fully carry. What this next season will teach you is that healing often takes time. Answers to some prayers come at once, while answers to others happen one step at a time. Do not give up if not all of your problems go away right away. Making progress is still proof that your life is getting better and less dark. You're not weak just because you're emotionally worn out. Many people around you will never fully understand the battles you fought and won. Every painful event in your life made you stronger, smarter, and more caring. One day you'll realize that the fact that you lived is part of your testimony. No matter what fear tried to tell you about the future, my child, there are still wonderful times ahead of you. It will start to laugh again. You will be able to sleep again. Slowly, the economy will become stable again. Your life will not always be ruled by the heavy emotional pressure you are under now. So what does neuroscientists mean when they call this a wealth trigger? Because this 9-word password is already being used by 19,547 people, and things are changing quickly in their lives. Unexpected deposits, debts forgiven, and a whole new way of life. Scientists say it uses a brain system that is 150 million years old and controls money and plenty. It has already changed a lot of people's lives in just a few weeks. You're lucky to be seeing this. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.